Has there been a lot of time spent with Coach Watson just kind of going over what you guys have done so far, trying to hone in on the things you can do well and really kind of focus on for these final 3 games?
Yeah, the first part of the week, I think they were out recruiting, doing, what they do, trying to get, the next group of guys in here for next year and, the next couple of years. But yeah, yesterday we sat down, had some meetings in the morning and kind of started to go to work on these guys. I think, when you look at it, they're probably the best 1-8 football team out there right now. They do some really good things on defense. Just watching last week's game, Miami really didn't get much going until the second half. They played a pretty good game, most of that game. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us. We gotta be able to execute, like we normally do.
Is there a lot of self-scouting though? I mean, just before you start looking at North Carolina, you just kind of look at what you guys have done?
Yeah, I think anytime you have a bye week, it's used for 2 things. Just trying to get your bodies fresh for one, and 2, trying to look at your work up until that point. Say, okay, what am I doing well, and what else do I need to improve on these last 3 games. So yeah, there's been a little bit of both.
Obviously, doing the physical part of being a quarterback for quite some time, but how do you feel like you've progressed these last few weeks as a starter, going into a game plan and really understanding what Coach Watson's trying to do and the best way to attack opposing defenses?
Yeah, the first time I started, that Georgia Tech week was a little different for me. Didn't necessarily know what to expect. A little nervous. It's natural to have nerves. But I think every week I've just became more comfortable and more confident in myself and the guys around me. One of the biggest things for me is just trusting the guys up front and stepping up in the pocket when I need to, and trusting that they're gonna get their guys blocked and have the protection set the right way. So yeah, every week, I think just in general as a whole, the offense is beginning to feel more confident, more comfortable each time we go out on the field.
Has your process changed at all in those past couple of weeks, or has it really stayed the same? You just approach it the same way?
A little bit more meeting time with Coach Watson in terms of what do I like. He's really trying to simplify things in terms of what do I see well and what plays do I like running, and what is going to put us in the best position to make plays and put points on the board. So yeah, but as for me, I've had the same approach since fall camp. I'm going to take every week like I'm the starter and let things play out how they do.
Quarterback position and the line position with the same 5 guys have pretty much stabilized and gotten better at the same time. That's probably no coincidence, right?
Yeah, we haven't had much these last few weeks. I think we've had some solidity up front. Those 5 guys have been playing very well. I think my game's improved every week. And whether it's one area or another. And, I think the backs these last few weeks have been hitting holes and running with a passion and a purpose. And just trying to prove something every time we go out on the field.
UNC is a program that you guys haven't beaten since Narduzzi got here, and actually since Pitt got to the ACC. I mean, is that something that you guys think about or talk about as a team?
Yeah, Coach Narduzzi addressed that Saturday in the locker room after the game. He said, "Hey, we got a week off, and we got a team who's coming in here that since I've been here, we haven't been able to beat. 0-2 in my time here last year, we kind of let that one get away from us. So yeah, anytime someone comes into your house, you expect to win." And we're going to do everything we can to execute when we can and try to make plays.
Do you even remember what it's like to play a night game?
It's been a while since the last time I played in one. Probably.
It's dark in Yankee Stadium when you got in.
Yeah, started probably high school. So yeah, but I'm going to take the same approach. I like playing under the lights, so it'll be a cool experience for me getting to play in Hinesfield at night.
You alluded to it a little bit with UNC really struggling this year, but did you learn anything from them that they held Miami to a 1-score game? And schematically, what do you see out of them based on their improvement in the past few games?
Yeah, I think their defense, as you look at it as a whole, they're pretty good up front. The front 7 is pretty solid. They've had some injuries and dealt with some kinds of that type of stuff, down the stretch. But in terms of what they do, they're a team that's going to line up and play hard-nosed football, kind of the way we do. You see them flying around making plays and having a lot of passion and energy for a 1-8 team. You can tell that it clearly means something to them every week, going out there and trying to beat the guys they're up against.
Anything else for Ben before we get to Brian?